Working in your garage at night, aren't you sick and tired of this front half of your garage being super dark because your ceiling lights are blocked when your garage is open? I have a fix for that. So I have to admit, I got ad rolled 1.5 million times by this company on Instagram and Facebook because I was looking for some better lighting and stumbled across their website, and then all of a sudden, if you guys don't know what ad rolling is, you go look at something, they have tracking pixels, etc., and then you go to other sites and all you see is their advertisements. And I was like, you know what, they had a sale. I purchased a setup, but lighting, I think it's Lighting Innovations, their box says LIINC, but this is a double garage LED lighting setup. I fell for it. One thing to highlight, it came nicely packed. So I opened this obviously before shooting this video, but it came with all sorts of greatness, nicely wrapped wires, high quality cables, nothing that looks super chintzy. I mean, the only thing that is awkward is this little Ziploc baggie of zip tie little placements and whatnot. That was the only awkward item, Ziploc baggie, but they give you zip ties, they basically give you everything you need, and basically the system mounts across the whole double garage and works. So when you open the garage all the way up, the lights turn on and it lights up the entire garage. This has been a pain point for me forever. Every time I've worked on my car in the front of the vehicle, I've had snap-on lights. I've tried all sorts of different lighting to get lighting up there because, you know, or I've even gone to the measure of flipping the car around so I can work under the hood, etc. I'm just hoping that now both sides of the garage will be workable with this setup. So today I'm gonna install it. I'm gonna bring you along for the journey. I'm not gonna give you a step-by-step guide because they actually have a full color booklet that has all the instructions very nicely laid out. So I don't think you need me to teach you how to do this. So I'm gonna attempt to install this very quickly, maybe show you some of the things that I ran into, or if there was any issues I ran into, how I resolved them, but that's where we're at. So let's go ahead and get this installed. And I will say they ship this very quickly. The lights shipped out of California. I don't know if this is American made. Usually when everything's American made, they're usually pretty loud about it. Let's see here, do they list anything here? No, they don't really list anything here, but it didn't ship from China, so that's good. So let's get to it. Okay, I guess I should go over all the components because that's important. But I got my garage closed because I was taking a look at the instructions and there's a few things I want to point out right away. So first and foremost, the layout of products, you get your 14,400 lumens of LED lights. You get the garage harness, so this is what's running up and down the length of your garage, connecting all the light lines together. And then you have your main power supply with pretty decent length cable, so you could basically run this wherever you want. They highlight to install it on or near the actual garage door opener. We'll see what we end up doing with that. And then all the mounts, well, all these little plastic, I don't know what they're actually calling them. Maybe I should look at the instructions. So there's the zip tie mounting plates and then the door harness mounting brackets. So these are the mounting brackets for the door harness. So pretty straightforward. They do give you everything you need outside of the tools. The one thing I was highlighting that I wanted to talk about, so the way that this system works, oh, and I forgot I put the bracket up here. So the way the system works is it works when the garage door is open. So no, these lights aren't, you can't open your garage partial. You can't turn them on when the garage is closed. I mean, I guess you could probably set it up that way, but that's not the purpose of why I wanted them. I want the lights to be on when the garage is open. So, but the idea is when the garage is open, makes contact on this setup and turns them on. Now, the one thing that I was looking at is my garage door. And actually here, let me open my garage door so I can show you what I'm talking about. But so the interesting thing with my garage door is it's not flat up here. There's a big lip or dimple or whatever you want to call that. So I might have to drill new holes in this bracket Because if you look how it sits, I mean, this is adjustable. This bracket here is adjustable up and down. Well, I can't go up because that's going to hit the wall and the garage won't close right. So I have to go down, and that's as low as it's going to go. So at least they do give you flexibility here. But the downside is I will have to drill a new hole because I can't go. It'd be cool if I could put it here, but it can't go any lower. I wonder if I could flip it. I could probably flip it. No, I can't. So I'll drill some holes in the bracket so we can mount here without an issue, but that's the first thing I'm noticing. So I have gotten the harness in place. You can see basically the plastic clips just go on the hinges in between, and then you zip tie the harness to the ends of them, and you can see the ends that connect. Now I've started to run the double-sided tape. Don't be like me. So I had the garage all the way up and I put my first tape line on, realizing I was so, like, you can see it's sticky because, yeah, I screwed up. I put it way too high. So I obviously can't fit the light underneath that part of the garage. So I had to redo the line. You can see I just used a little bit to hold it. The lights themselves has a sticky background as well, so that will stick. But overall, you can see this first line I put in all the way down went pretty good. I'm a little not straight, so it got a little wavy in here, and I think I got straighter there. I now know how to do it. I now know where I'm mounting it. So if you look at my second line that I did, it's just on the inside of the lip here. So if you see where my finger is, it's sitting right there, so the lights will come down nice. You can see I got a strip up here as well, but just have to work through that whole portion with the double-sided sticky tape and get it mounted. So I got 3 more full lines to do, and then we'll go ahead and start hooking up this component to the upper part here and get the brace mounted so we can get power and then run and get power. Okay, so we got all the strips in place for the most part. We got the harness. If you look closely, you can see the LED strips going all the way down. It's looking pretty good, but this highlight's actually a perfect, it's not even completely night out yet. But you can see the whole front half of the vehicle is dark, and the back of my garage is very light, and I don't even have all my ceiling lights on in the back. I still have 3 sets over there that aren't on yet, but you can see how much brighter it is from there to there. So me being the person who doesn't want to wait, I jerry-rigged it to see just how, come on. Oh my gosh, that is so bright. I can't hold it. Can I? Look how bright that is. That is so cool. Well, we did it. The only thing I didn't do is I haven't tucked this wire. So that's the only thing I got to route, and I'll zip tie and make it look beautiful. But we have the main metal connector mounted. I need to zip tie and tuck in these wires here and there, but pretty straightforward. But it's really coming down to, does it work? Did I get it to line up? So you can see the bracket here. I had to drill a hole into the galvanized steel rail to hold that bolt. I got that bolt tightened. I got these all tightened and lined up. I did crimp these on here. I think they're meant to slide, but one of mine came like kind of pre-smashed already, which was unfortunate. And I had to do some adjusting to make sure that these leads were sticking out far enough. So, sorry, garage is probably super loud. Let's see if it works. This is literally the second time after aligning it. What happened? What? Oh, I'm gonna have to futz with that. It moved down a little bit. See, I tried to mount it here, and I used a bolt with a lock washer instead of their self tappers, because my setup wasn't flat. This ridge was the only good way to do it without having to drill holes into that bracket, and I really didn't want to do that. But lighting wise, it's pretty bright in there. It doesn't shine too far beyond in front of the garage, obviously because they're behind that back lip shining straight down. But if I was to work on my motor right here, there's plenty of light at all angles. I mean, I'm assuming outside of being on the floor looking up, you could definitely work on the motor. Here, I'll turn my light off on my camera. That's how dark it was before. No light. Work. Oh, I'm gonna have to adjust it. Hold on. I gotta get this right. Okay, let's try this again. Yay! Pretty awesome. Pretty freaking awesome. What do you think, babe? Is it pretty bright? You can't even see the lights from the front. But yeah, it makes a massive. You could see. I could see in my toolbox. I could see all my trash piles now. I didn't even know those were there.
Thank goodness for you.
This is awesome. This is super awesome. Is it worth? What was it? $249, $290? Is it worth $299?
Well, I'm not the one that works in the garage.
I think so. If you guys didn't know, my wife's pregnant with our baby girl. Halfway there.
Got me in pajamas.
I got you in pajamas. But I think we could see nice and clearly. I think these are pretty awesome. Let's have some final thoughts. Okay, so I'm gonna turn off my camera LED and stand underneath my new LEDs in my garage because we can now see things. But LIINC, I think it's called LIINC Innovation Incorporated. So it is a California-based company. They're designed and assembled in California, which tells me they source their products from somewhere else, ship them back to the States, and then get us the kits. I would say the quality is very high on this kit, regardless wherever the parts and pieces are manufactured and shipping from. Overall, you can see they do give you plenty. So the one thing I do want to highlight is the double-sided tape that they use to stick the LEDs to. There's plenty of it. So don't feel like you can't go edge to edge to edge, or if you have a solid garage, run it side to side. There's plenty. Where's the roll? I had the roll here somewhere. Did my kids take it? Where is it hiding? How much more? This is how much lighting extra there was per roll. So like a good 9-10 inches. So again, plenty of lights. Where's the roll? Oh, there it is. It fell on the ground. My biggest pet peeve with companies is they don't send you enough. Yeah, this is what I have left over. And that was after messing up and putting 2 strips on this panel. So they give you plenty of foam tape, so don't feel like you're not gonna get enough. Outside of that, plenty of zip ties, plenty of mounts, plenty of everything. So I will say I'm pretty impressed with the build quality, what they give you, what they ship you. The cost, I paid $299. I think they were on sale. I clicked a random link. I think it was on Facebook. Took me to their site. They were having a deal. Finally, I checked out, got it, and here it is. So they didn't reach out to me. They didn't ask me to do a video or anything like that. I'm just doing this on my own accord because it was something I wanted in my garage, and I think it turned out pretty good. Everything's very well lit. Actually, I wonder, what if, oh, I can't turn off this light. Let's turn off all these lights. So I can't reach. I can't turn them all off, but you get the gist. It's bright as heck. Plenty of light. I mean, the before and after is just insane, especially at night. So even with my 2 shop lights on, like, that is bright. You can see plenty. This will allow me to work in the garage at night with my garage open with no worries of not being able to see or having to jerry rig a light that only gives me directional lighting at one spot. Now I can see everything, and it's pretty well balanced as well, in my opinion. But yeah, that's it. That's all I got. So Lighting Innovations Inc. I'm gonna put a link down below to their site. If you guys think this stuff's cool, let me know. This is just me sharing something I purchased and wanted to do a video on. So thanks for checking it out. If you guys have any questions around the install or anything like that, post them down below. But until next time, see you on the road.